Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. You already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. And tonight we got ourselves a hell of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some basketball to discuss, ladies and gentlemen. You have two all-stars in their own right leading their teams. Like I said, for Sacramento, this is kind of, funny style, discussing the Kings in this magnitude. But we all know now, you can't laugh and joke when it comes to the Sacramento Kings, y'all. And they are very formidable. And tonight, the Boston Celtics will have their hands full with, dare I say, a top Western Conference opponent. I must say that because that's what they are. We got to pay the utmost homage. The Kings, ladies and gentlemen, have just been balling. They coming off of an L. This is a back-to-back. They got a little stiff competition to close out the season. Tonight, obviously, you have the Boston Celtics rolling in town. The Kings are third right now in the Western Conference. The Boston Celtics, like I said, 49-23, which has them second in the Eastern Conference. So this is going to be a slugfest. Let's see if the Kings can survive this. I doubt they want to fall back to back. And the West is so tricky, because they was just second. Now they done slipped to third. And that's for the Kings I'm discussing. This thing could get real rocky real quickly. And you also have the Phoenix Suns coming to town, which they happen to be right on their heels for the fourth seed. The Phoenix Suns right now 38 and 33, and you have the Clippers at 38 and 34, and the Kings are 43 and 28. So they do have some sort of separation, but it's going to be interesting to see how long is the separation going to last itself. But we will find out tonight in this star-studded affair. We will have coverages coming up shortly. It was a lot of good basketball on tonight, too, as well. I definitely want to highlight. Tomorrow, we should have a nice little schedule. If I'm not mistaken, we have the return of John Morant, and that's tomorrow evening. You don't want to miss that. He will be facing off against Houston Rockets. People thought he would return. What was it yesterday? But for whatever reason, some things just switched up. But let's hope for the best for John Morant. We will be documenting that. So make sure y'all subscribe and you hit that like button so you don't miss none of that coverage that we're going to be bringing to the people. I want to appreciate all y'all for tuning in as well, like I stated before. So let's look around the league as we patiently await the start of this matchup between the Boston Celtics and the Sacramento Kings. two heavyweights in their own right in both conferences. Right now, you have the New Orleans Pelicans putting a hurting on the San Antonio Spurs. The Pelicans are at 99, the Spurs are at 68. So they got them up by 30. So it's looking real nasty. Some games are already wrapped up. Obviously, I don't know if you heard, it was a big-time dunk, by Donovan Mitchell up there in Cleveland. They faced off against the Brooklyn Nets, and they did prevail 115-109. The Atlanta Hawks, they're trying to get in motion. Right now, they did defeat the Detroit Pistons 129-100. And you do have the Orlando Magic defeating the Washington Wizards 122-112. Also tonight, you have another game after alongside of this one. A little bit after, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder visiting the Los Angeles Clippers up there in the Crypto.com arena. So those are the matchups that are awaiting us tonight. Games that are already underway, but we do have a star-studded matchup. This game is live too, so everybody is nationally televised. So everybody should get an opportunity to see this matchup. You don't want to miss this. Back to De'Aaron Fox and the crew. Like I stated before, De'Aaron Fox is the truth. This season, he's definitely proven, to shake off some of that nasty swag that people was putting on him. Obviously, his season and his career didn't get out the gates like some other players did. He wasn't put in the situations. He didn't have the talent. He still don't have. Well, now you got Sabonis, and he's doing something. But let's see how much, when it comes playoff time, do they really have? Because, like I said, this is somewhat of a Cinderella season for this man. He is coming off 37 buckets against the Utah Jazz. He put up 37 on their head. He shot 14 of 21. That's an excellent field goal percentage. 4 rebounds, 7 assists. It don't get no better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he could prevail in this next matchup, in this next affair. Like I said, we are moments and minutes away from tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports. We got a lot of content coming to the people. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We got a lot of content, like I said, that has been put out. I want to appreciate all the support from everybody through various, sports, not just basketball, football, boxing. The list goes on. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting everything that's coming out from the channel. Because, like I said, we're going to continue to bring more and more and more to the people. Like I said, we patiently awaiting this affair between the Sacramento Kings and the Boston Celtics. Let's see if Boston could take them down. Boston is, like I said, having an up and down season despite being a top team. I'm hearing some noise surrounding Jalen Brown. I don't know what the hell is that all about. I definitely want to get to the bottom of that. I'm hearing rumblings that Jalen Brown may be looking for an exit. I don't know how real that is, how for certain that is, but I'm hearing Jalen Brown is unhappy up there in Boston. Now he could be looking for, like I said, I'm gonna get more and more into the details, but this news did come out. I don't know why this happened. It says I will stay where I'm needed and treated correct. That's what Brown said on his Celtics future. I do believe that. I don't know, man. Let's see what happens. Tatum and Brown, they've been together for a while. Tatum is such a great player. We can't act like he's not casting, a little bit of a shadow over Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is not. I think Jalen Brown could be a number one option. Similar to the situation that happened with James Harden when he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder. You kind of lost him in the shuffle. But for whatever reason, I do believe that Jalen Brown can be that, that scorer for a team, that two-way guy. He can definitely lead a team and propel them to the next level. So I'm definitely looking forward to whatever Jalen Brown does with his career. Like I said, I know it's going to be an illustrious one. He's going to be able to do his thing. It's going to be spectacular in his own right. Nonetheless, let's see how that cookie crumbles. Because if depending on what they do in the postseason, I think that determines everything. That's going to determine what happens with some of these guys. Like I said, Duke, Ime Udoka, he's out. He won't be returning. They got this new coach. They read up with him. How comfortable are they with him? So the Celtics have been through a lot of influx. They got that Celtics pedigree, so they always going to be competitive, so don't think that the Boston Celtics is going to be trash, or anything like that. And I think if they lost Brown, they'll still keep that pedigree, similar to what happened with Oklahoma City when they lost Harden. Despite they still had Russell Westbrook, they still had Kevin Durant, and they was able to continue and sustain some level of respectability. And I do believe if Brown did depart Boston, that Boston will be able to remain and still have some respectability in the league. So that's what I'm predicting. I don't know what's going to happen, but depending on whatever happens if they get to the finals, because they've been knocking on the door for a minute. I don't know if they're going to win it all, but because out west it could be tough to, especially if they face Phoenix. That could get ridiculous. And also some other teams. So they're gonna have their work cut out for them. The Hawks, like I said, the Hawks beat the Detroit Pistons. That just came out. You right now, well, yeah, you got Sacramento third. They're showing the standards right now. I don't ever see the Lakers. Yeah, the Lakers not even in the 10th spot. So the Lakers I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at the standards. I see Utah, and hold on, only Denver has clinched a playoff spot. Like I said, the season is fastly approaching to an end. Let's see what happens. Right now, you got Fox warming up. They got some highlights on him right now. De'Aaron Fox has just been electric this season. Give major credit to Mr. Fox. I love what I'm seeing from De'Aaron Fox this year. Like I said, we all know him and Lonzo had this epic rivalry, dating back to college. And I wish that we could have seen some more of those matchups because I do believe that Lonzo Ball was, a De'Aaron Fox stopper. He was definitely a thorn in his side. They traded back and forth performances. There was times where Fox got one up, Lonzo get one up. It was trading back and forth. When those matchups between Lonzo and Fox, we all could get up for that. And I miss those matchups, to say the least. So I definitely am happy for Fox, believe it or not, that he is experiencing an all-star level this season. And he's about to really become alive because when you're in the playoffs and you do it, it's different when you do it in the regular season on a Tuesday night on NBA TV, on TNT, or here. It's different, but when you do it in a playoff setting, it becomes immortalized. And I think that De'Aaron Fox and the Kings, they got an opportunity to replicate some of the past things that happened with the Kings when they had success. I don't know if people remember the old school Kings, but they had Bobby Jackson and them dudes. You had, what was it? Was it Brad Miller? You had, I'm trying to think some other names, Bibby. It was Stiliakovic was out there. We got to stop acting like the Kings ain't have some royalty. They may have never won it all because we got to remember around this time when the Kings was dominating, you had Shaq and Kobe running things out west. Ain't nothing was going past Shaq. So give them credit for knocking on the door. The Kings, this crop of Kings, I don't know where they're going to fare. We won't be able to tell really until the playoffs to figure out where truly they stand. I'm not ready to crown them as top teams out west. Like I said, this is a Cinderella year for me, in my humble opinion. I think they snuck up on some teams this season. Nobody expected them to be dominant. They rolling into your building. This is the Kings. We about to take the night off. And slowly but surely, they found out that you cannot do this with this team. The Kings did not start off good either. So that's why I want to give credit to Mike Brown. The Kings started off pretty bad. They didn't. Guys were missing shots. The shooters was missing, and then slowly but surely, you've seen things start to come alive. So I want to give major props to Coach Mike Brown and the Kings organization. They got themselves a nice little formula that's going to work for them. We got the legend Uncle Vern in the building. Unc, what's good?
Hey, what's good, Fly? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. That's good, Fly. Hey,
What's up?
going on? I see you doing the Kings and Boston today. What's going on? What's going on tonight?
No, it's on NBA TV. Everybody should be able to check it out. It's nationally televised. It's a decent little game tonight. Just call it a little something. We got a decent. We got a lot of nice stuff out here, man. On the basketball front. Let's see what happens.
I always noticed you like the Kings for some reason. You like the Kings.
They just happen to be on late nights, and they happen to be one of the prominent teams that's on that night. A lot of it could be some trash games. As we wind down the evening.
Yeah.
And the Kings happen to be one of the better teams that's on this time of night.
Yeah.
But I do like the Kings though. I think that they're all right. I'm not a Kings fan by any stretch of the imagination. Hell no.
Yeah, I like that young guy they got Mitchell. I like him. I never really fought the Fox.
Yeah, Donnie. Yeah, I know you talking about Davion.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Davion Mitchell.
Yeah,
he's a good two-time defender. Right now, you got Fox, Edwards, Barnes, Murray, and Sabonis starting. You got Smart, White, Brown, Tatum, and Horford. Today, I want to get your thoughts on this, Uncle Vern. Today, Jalen Brown came out with some remarks I don't know if it's some rumblings that maybe he could be planning his exit out of Boston. I want to get your thoughts. He said that he want to be somewhere. Let me get the quotes. He says, "I will stay where I'm needed and treated correct," and that was on his Celtics future. What do you take from those quotes?
Well, did he open up the door to be you know what I'm saying, for some other teams to try to get their opinions together
Pursuing.
to get him.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking. I mean,
yeah,
where it's smoke, it's fire. You know,
yeah. And then and then
good.
and then you gotta realize with too, Jalen Brown is good, but the other dude he good too. And then too,
Tatum, yeah.
right, you know, then to a certain extent, it's like who gonna be the face of that team, not the face of the NBA. We talk about just the face of that team alone. No, who is the man on that team?
I mean, you know, it's Tatum. And I think
Yeah,
it's no question. I don't
right.
think that nothing Brown could do could usurp with
Yeah,
Tatum. Maybe Brown feel like the offense need to go through him.
right. You know,
I do believe that Tatum scores a little bit more like easy. You know, he gets easier buckets. He does take tough shots, but his scoring comes a little bit more easier to him. Even though that Brown can score just as good as well, but Tatum, I think Tatum is a good player.
would you say Boston had the same problem as the Bulls got?
Oh, no, I can't say that because Boston got that pedigree. I can't. The Bulls ain't. They not standing on no pedigree.
But see, what I mean by that is the fact that they got two players it's hard for them to coexist in the same realm because of the fact that one of them is just as good as the other one.
Yeah,
You understand me? Okay, like DeRozan and then we talk about Zach LaVine. Them names, you don't take them names lightly with a grain of salt. You understand me? Them names you have to respect. Now, who you going to get the ball to?
that's a good question.
Okay, and then it comes down to importance, like I said before, it comes down to the importance of Zoe. Zoe make it all go. You understand me? That's how he works. And the Bulls don't want to get rid of him. They can't afford to let him go. They got to go in another direction. And the
Yeah,
direction got to be a point guard that can distribute the ball because they got two scores on each side. Boston got the same problem as the Bulls. As the Bulls got. They got the same problem. Who you gonna give it to? And then they ain't in order now because they made peace. Ain't in action. It's just like Boston having a problem with. Okay, say for instance, like Boston ain't got that kind of problem the Bulls got right now because of the fact that they got a point guard that can distribute and play that and take the edge off the other two. But the Bulls ain't got that guard that can do that. The Bulls got a problem because they got two guys that can go and they don't know what to do with them because they can't coexist too much in the same lane in the same arena like that.
right,
Because
right.
when I'm man,
Yeah,
right, that's what I
Tatum
mean.
just missed 2 free throws too. I just want to point that out. That's
Go
not usual.
ahead. One of them got to be the man. Who gonna be the man? Zach LaVine, right?
That's
No,
right.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
both are. But it's a power struggle. I understand. Now maybe it's going to that to a certain extent up here in Boston. I don't think to the magnitude of what's happening up there in Chicago.
Oh yeah,
I don't think so.
uh, I do. It's getting to be a problem in Boston. Brown just said it is. So he bringing forth that information right now. So you gotta
Right.
take what he's saying lightly.
Possible. I don't know. Keegan Murray just hit the three, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6-2. Just give a quick update. We got Marcus Smart with the wrap. He just dumped it off to Jalen Brown. He got the mask on, and then you got the ball moving. You got White. He just swishes a three. It's 5-6. You got a 1-point game with 10:40 to go in the first quarter. You got De'Aaron Fox crossing half court being met by White. De'Aaron Fox gives it to Sabonis. Sabonis is pounding on Brown, and he converts. What's your thoughts on Sabonis? You familiar with him?
Yeah. What's the name? His father too. His father was
Yeah, his
good.
father was a problem.
One of
How
the
good? How good was it? How good was his father for the
He
people
was
that?
nice. He was nice. Like he was just like Sabonis is now the one who was playing for Indiana, just like his father, his son. But he's nice like that. But he's just big a player, and he was smart. He was smart and big. You understand me?
Yeah,
He wasn't athletic like that, but he was just smart. He was a smart European player and strong and big. But he was smart though.
yeah.
Like
You got
what's his
to.
name, dude? Like what's his name? He was smart like the what's his name guy that was playing out of China.
Who?
What's his name? What's his name? The real tall 7'4" guy, 7'6", the one that played for Houston.
I'm not sure. You talking about
The
Yao?
one that, the one that yeah, the one that played with what's his name?
Elijah one?
No, the one that the
Yao.
Japanese. What is China? Chinese
Yo,
guy. Yeah, Yao Me. My bad, flight. Thank you. Yeah, Yao Me. He kind of remind me of Yao Ming, kind of like smart like that. Not very athletic, big and smart. And his son is athletic and he's smart. So he even, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. So he'll a little bit better than his father to a certain extent.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's an all-star big man in the league. He just converted too. He was looking for an and one. It's 8-13. Brown gets double teamed. And then you got Tatum. He's sizing up Harrison Barnes, and he's going all the way to the rim, and he converts. Big play from Jayson Tatum. De'Aaron Fox coming up. He's crossing half court, met by Brown. A double team between Tatum was slightly showing. Fox launches a three, and he missed it. Rebounded by old man Al Horford. Tatum gives it to Brown, and Brown converts. The Celtics is 12. The Kings is 13. Kings up by 1. Fox gives it to I keep forgetting this man's name. I don't want to say is his name Edwards, I think. For I gotta get this guy's name. He just hit a big three too. I keep forgetting his name. I think he a rookie too.
Okay.
Yeah, this kid is pretty good. His name is Edwards. He
Okay.
a problem. He always putting up buckets for them. Like I mean, I think that they're gonna take their game to the next level in the playoffs. The Kings, and despite whatever happens to them, whether they lose in the first round, they get swept, they lose in 5, it's still gonna be a good test for them, to propel them. Don't you think?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because yeah. It's like you said, it's a good test. Yeah. It's a good test for them to make them want to be better next year. If they can keep the same kind of attitude. It's a move up. It ain't like they moving back. Sacramento was, they just coming up. They got a long ways to go.
No, you're right about that. You
How,
got
how,
Harrison Barnes at the line. Good.
how you think Boston gonna do going into the playoffs? How you
I
think they're
think they're
gonna
gonna be. I think they're gonna be all right. Like I said, they got that pedigree. I think when you get to the second round, I think that's when things get a little tricky.
right?
So it's all about how can they stand pat because
Right.
they first round opponent could be against an Atlanta, a Toronto, possibly the Bulls.
Or
So I mean, it could Miami. It could be tough, but I mean, I think that those teams are where they're at for a reason. Even though they got some brand name players, like if they faced off against the Bulls, it could be an interesting matchup. But let's see.
yeah,
Sabonis just hit scored again as well. He
yeah.
continues to barrel in the paint, 14-19.
The
You
Bulls
got Tatum. Got
the Bulls could use. I'm sorry, like the Bulls could use the bonus like it ain't nothing. Because in fact,
yes. I
I had
don't know
that.
why they didn't move him. It wasn't that much.
Yeah, they won't have that inside defense presence, but yeah, still had that man. They had that score coming from that position because he's stable on that position. He don't give you that kind of up and on performance like what's his name be doing. Boots, whatever. Yeah, Boots like Boots be doing. He's pretty consistent. What's the bonus is pretty consistent. Cause yeah, consistent. Yeah, that's the word. Consistent.
Yeah,
I like it.
Tatum at the free throw line. He hits it. It's 15-19. Kings 7-11 to go in the first. Big plays taking place. Big plays. Now you got your man just coming in the game, Davion Mitchell. Let's see what he could do. A good two-way guard, undersized too. Your Fox is having a seat, y'all. Kings up by 3. I want to ask you a question, real quick. Get your thoughts. Today we was the sad news of Willis Reed. He passed away today at the age of 80. What's your thoughts on that for Willis Reed, and talk about a little bit of some of the things you know about Willis Reed?
Well, me like I know about Willis Reed when he was playing with what's the name? What's the name? Frazier.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they played in New York. But back with Willis Reed, I heard that earlier today that he had passed away. I'm sorry, I was sorry to hear that too. But yeah, man, he good, man. He was always good. I saw that game, Flight when he was on TV. That game when they was playing when he came limping out like that. I saw that game. I
Yeah,
saw
I know. I know. That's why it's actually crazy that you're here. We
yeah,
can talk about it.
Yeah, because I used to always watch him, Willis Reed, and then that other guy, the big guy that played with the Washington Bullets, go at it all the time. I used to always watch them two go at it all the time. I can't remember his name, but yeah. I was sorry to hear that. Yeah, Willis Reed, good man. When he was especially when he got hurt, he went to the locker room and came back out of the locker room with that tape on his leg, lift it out, run it out. Man, I remember that. I remember that fight. I saw that game, honestly. Yeah, I saw when it came on, when it happened. Yeah, I never did like New York Knicks though. I didn't really have no team favorite then at that time anyway. I really wasn't number what, probably 10, 11 years old, 70,
Yeah.
71.
Al Horford just missed a three. The 17-21 Harrison Barnes cross half court. Yeah, they're moving it around. Close game right now. 4-point game in Sacramento. Davion Mitchell, top of the key three, all net. Davion Mitchell hits a three. It's 17-24, 5:30 to go in the first. You have my man Tatum coming up half, and he is met by Murray, Keegan Murray, the rookie. He's doing a hell of a job. He should be in Rookie of the Year considerations. Look where he got the Kings, and he's a pivotal player there. Sabonis cross, and now he's playing point forward, point center. Sabonis out here doing it all. Keegan Murray, three, and he missed it. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum is coming up half court. You have Davion Mitchell ready to meet him. Harrison Barnes picks him up. He's trying to put the hurting on Harrison Barnes. Every time they see Harrison Barnes, it's like barbecue chicken. They just attacking him for whatever reason. I don't know
Because
what's the deal.
his defense ain't all that. It never was.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Especially, I mean, they definitely want to get that switch on Mitchell. Mitchell, even though he undersized, he a ferocious defender. Brown just missed a floater. Sabonis got it. He's coming up half court. He's shaking and baking on Tatum. Sabonis all the way to the rim. He couldn't convert off. He couldn't convert it. He gives it to Barnes. Barnes moves it. Shot. He missed it. Big miss. Big time miss right there. Tatum coming up half court. Tatum backing him down. They're moving the ball. Gives it to Brown. Brown was fouled. Crazy. They trading blows right now. Close game. This game could go to the wire, I do believe. Be on the lookout. Yeah, so otherwise, what's going on, Uncle Vine?
Oh
In,
man,
in,
same old,
in,
same old.
in
You know, so like,
everything, in the sports world.
I mean, like I said, flight. You take your pick of it, flight. So many things happening right now, man. Just things that can keep my interest, flight. I try to watch things to keep my interest. You understand me?
Yeah,
And
I see you be keeping on top of the boxing. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
the interest?
yeah.
What got you? What's the interest you percolating with the boxing? We're on
Oh man,
commercial break.
that what's the name getting that Floyd Schofield Jr. and Floyd Schofield the third out there, man, and just letting their name be known. They're like, man, look here. And a lot of people out there get their name on the flight, but a lot of them really ain't trying to get it because they don't want to take trust to that young boy. They don't think that young boy got it to make it through all these years that he got ahead of him. I think just like you think. I think we right. I think he got it in him, flight, and I want a whole lot of people to know it before flight. Listen to me. The dude, remember the dude we was talking? We was talking on this show, right? And he found out about them the same way we found out about him through the real Freeway Ricky Ross.
Right.
Yeah, so that is just like, man, look, dude put us up. He put us up on something, man. Flight. I'm gonna tell you something. We might not forget about this young man for a long time. And not only just having LeVar Ball come over to talk about his son and stuff like that. That young man got a son like that. Like he gonna be around for the next 20 years. And if you be around for the next 20 years, and your kids be around for the next 20 years, they know that they know you.
Yeah. Crazy.
Telling you. And if you really you can't take to a certain extent. You can take that to the bank.
Right.
To a certain extent, you can take that to the bank. You can use that to utilize in your own endeavors. The fact
That's
that you know
facts.
these people, and you're not just a fan, Man, go on, Flag. I already know, but I'm just saying, man, the people out there they ain't trying to know. But they gonna have to know, though. I'm telling you, it's the truth. The truth gonna be told. And, that young boy gonna be running to that 135 division for a long time. Like, a lot of people
That's right.
get it. They running from him. Hey, Flag, my biggest thing is this. He gonna be fighting on the card, on the undercard, though.
Mm,
In the biggest fight in history. And don't
right.
nobody say, look here, give me 5 cents. I come here to fight you. I think I can get some reputation, too. There ain't nobody struggling running up to get. Who he gonna fight?
They haven't said it yet, but there's some rumblings. Oscar De La Hoya was alluding to something who was going to win that fight against Jojo Diaz. It was a fight that took place. I think the guy's name is Gester. But I mean, it's not 100% sure. It hasn't been announced, but I think the rumor. I'll get the guy. It's a rumor. It's just a rumor though, but it's not in concrete. When it's concrete, we'll have it out. We'll have it out for you. So you have everything. His opponent hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's not. It's gonna be tough. I mean, ain't nobody just
I
got
know.
to get the right person over to go up
Like,
in there. Everybody ain't trying to
like
go in there.
they Flight. Look here, I will tell you something. If you was an easy blick Flight, you have everybody their mama sit up there trying to beat your butt. You know what I'm saying? But they running from dude, man. They don't want to mess with him. Flight. He's the type of person to mess your win and loss record up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he will. He'll mess your win and loss record up, and then you'll go to the fight and say, "All right, then we're in the third round now, and I don't feel real good, and I'm thinking about quitting." He make you. I'm Flight. When you see the good fight, when you see the good fighters fight Flight, you can always tell they're good because when the fighters before the fight is over with, you watch the other fighter that he's fighting, that good fighter's fighting. They be thinking about when they sitting down on the on that stool about quitting because they know they can't win the fight and it don't make no sense to keep going.
right.
And he that type of fighter that to take the fight out of you, like they know they can't.
Sean Thunder.
I'm sorry, go ahead. They know they can't beat him.
Yeah, they know better.
Yeah, well, it ain't really the fact that they know better. They know that they're not gonna be able to get nothing to him because they can give him, he can take their stuff, and they
Right.
know that when they in the fight with him that he can take their stuff, and they can't give him nothing that he can't take, and he giving them a whole lot. So even though
Yeah.
if you stay in the ring with him, it don't matter because you ain't gonna outbox him, and then when it go on points, you ain't gonna out hit him, and you ain't gonna hurt him to a certain extent. Anybody gonna be hurt, but not too many times you gonna hurt him, Flight. He got too much fight in him. He got dog in him for real, Flight. He got dog in him, and the good fighters know that.
He said he got dog on him.
He got dog in him, man. It's about it ain't the dog that's in the fight. It's the fight that's in the dog, Flight. That young boy got dog in him, man. And they want to. And I tell you another thing too. That be would you when you listen to them other guys that be sitting up there trying to talk bad about him, they always attack his father. They don't attack him or his abilities per se. They attack his father. And that's what you do. You cut the head off. Cut the head off the snake. If you get his father away from him, his career is through.
I mean, man, they try to do these kind of things.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that.
They try to do the same things with Lions are.
I already know that too. Yep, and they with Miller too. I already know that. I said, yeah, right. I know the bag and conquer, but they can't do that because his family. He stayed too much in touch with them. You understand me? They have to come around to their understanding, and it's gonna be good with them. I see the future being real good. The immediate future being real good with them. Zo gonna be all right though. I wouldn't even trip on Zo if I was you, Flight. He just getting some more rest and getting things done. If I was him, I'd stick to that rapping thing. Get right back up in tune with that rapping thing. Get out there with Deion Sanders, kids out there and with what's the name, Deion Sanders Jr. and do that rapping. They can make a song called Billionaire Babies. And it'll say, Flight, there's so many things going on out here, Flight. You'll see it.
Yeah.
You'll see it. And you just tell the news when it come out, Flight. That's all.
That's the plan, right?
You know, I'm already know.
We got all access decks in the building. What's the deal, Dex?
What up, Dex?
Sir, shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat, and most definitely shout out to everybody that's pulling up. So big ups to what's going on tonight. Celtics versus Kings up in Cowtown.
Yeah, man. We got a good little matchup going on. There's a lot of good basketball on tonight. We just ran around the league. Just it's crazy. Winding things down before the postseason. Before you know it'll be time, for that time. Yeah, we're coming off commercial break.
So Sacramento winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
But only by 1 point. Well, actually no, by 2 because White just missed that free throw. You got my man Davion Mitchell. He coming up half court. Is down 2. They up 2, the Kings. De'Aaron Fox is on the bench, but you have Sabonis out there. Sabonis is wheeling and dealing it. Sabonis all the way to the paint, but he's fouled. Sabonis is just a barreling man-child out there.
Huh.
He's going to the line for 2 to put him up 4. Malik Monk. You know about Malik Monk?
Yeah, the one that used to play for Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, he played for the Lakers for a year too. I mean, Malik Monk been balling.
Yeah. Where he at now?
He on the Kings.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was with the Kings. I didn't know that. I didn't know where he was actually. I knew he wasn't with the Lakers no more. I knew that.
Yeah. Sabonis with 19 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. The Kings been balling. I mean, I would have never thought in my wildest dreams they would have been like this. I thought they were making improvement. I would never thought the top of the food chain.
Well, okay. What's their record? What their record at? You know?
They 3rd in the West.
Oh, is they?
Yeah. They've been top 3 pretty much all year.
I was thinking that they were struggling to make the playoffs.
Nah. They up right now. It's 22-25. Sabonis handled his business. You got Tatum. He about to post up on the undersized Mitchell. That's not going to be easy. He dumped it back to White. White nearly airballed it. You got Malcolm Brogdon out there. Brogdon, 22-25. Brogdon shoots a 3 and he missed it. Rebounded. Sabonis coming up. Sabonis playing point center out there, y'all. Sabonis out here playing point guard. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, good play. Malik Monk to Sabonis connection, 22-27. They went up as all smiles in Sacktown. Everybody's laughing and giggling.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
I didn't understand.
They're going to be all right. The Kings going to be good when they get to the playoffs. It's all about matchups. I think their first round is all about that first. It could make or break them, depending on the opponent.
Yeah.
They got a chance to face some stiff competition down there.
You know what scares me about that though with the Kings? Their best player is easily Sabonis.
Yeah, I think so.
That shouldn't be. They just got him from Indiana. Not just this time last year. He was at Indiana.
Well, why you think he shouldn't be? Why you think he shouldn't be the best?
I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't be the best player on the team. What I'm saying is, why are they winning just with this one player like that? What big? What big? I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think he's a good complimentary piece, especially
complimentary to who?
Well, we got to know who he was moved for. He was moved for Tyrese Halliburton.
Right. Subtraction by addition.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. I think it was 2 All-Stars moved for one another, but Sabonis, I think, was just a better compliment to Fox. I think it was crazy because they could have easily traded Fox if they wanted to, but the organization bet on Fox. They believed that he was going to be better than him, Halliburton, because if Halliburton would have the higher upside, they would have traded Fox.
Right.
Because his name was rumbling too in trade rumors. We got to remember this when all this happened. But Sabonis is just a good complementary piece to a basketball team. You got an inside presence, dominant. I mean, he wasn't the name that you thinking of because when he was moved, you didn't think, oh man, this is a homer. But I mean, some other teams should have got involved. You see the Bulls, they traded for Vooch. They should have traded for Sabonis.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. And you right about that, but I'm just saying, okay, the one like you like
end of the first quarter, 30-32. Right.
Yeah. Like you said that Sabonis is that piece. I can see why Sacramento's being successful Sabonis just that piece. You understand? They that claw because they don't have a lot of pieces. They don't have no all-stars like that except for Fox. You know, they don't have a lot of people that's out there that drawing a lot of attention that's drawing the ball like that. That's why
Right.
Sabonis, he playing like he a point guard and all over the court. That
Yeah, I
ain't
mean,
no
he
that,
definitely
that
listen. He's one of the leaders of the team. You
okay,
know,
yeah, right. I get
right.
that. I get that. Yeah, I get it. I get
He's
it.
gonna be good. He's been in the playoffs before too. So I mean, they better go through him. Fox gonna make mistakes in the playoffs. You know, so you gotta, you might want to go through Sabonis and alleviate some heat on Fox. But Fox gonna be good. He's gonna have a coming out party. I just can feel it. Right? He gonna have some big nights.
Yeah.
But Sabonis has been there, so you might want to go through him. You want to go through Harrison, some of these people who've been in these clutch spots. Because, like I said, they could be facing a tough team in that first round. That first round could get crazy for them. Like they might not survive. Like they could face the Lakers. I think they could face Minnesota. They could face Dallas. That's not going to be easy. To win.
What they it don't seem like
Golden
it's going.
State. Right now, if the shit stopped, they'll face Golden State. You think they're gonna beat Golden State in the first round?
I think they possibly can.
Well, hell no.
Man, Flight. They
Listen,
hold
that
it down.
Golden State gonna flip the switch on their ass. That's what's gonna happen.
Flight.
They ain't gonna beat Golden State. Golden State ain't losing to the Kings in the first round. I just don't believe it.
Okay, I don't either, but I can see it happening. Flight. Evidently, we see this Flight. This is my whole point, and you just said it. What's his name? Sabonis being there now, a new plug in. Sabonis is the reason they third place in the West. You said it out your mouth, they third place in the West. Evidently, they playing real good. So they playing a lot of the teams in the West. Half the teams they supposed to be beating, and who's supposed to be beating them all like that. So something is going good about them. I don't see them going too far into the playoffs because of the fact that just say Sabonis don't have a good playoff game against that team. You understand me? And they take away 17, take away that. They just work on taking away some bonus out of the picture. And just so that means Sacramento gonna be struggling.
Listen, they're gonna be struggling because they're a young team. So it's not gonna end well. I mean, only one team gonna win. Listen, they starting two rookies. You got Edwards and you got Keegan Murray. I mean, seriously, this shit. They're not gonna. I don't know, man. Not against Golden State. They're not losing the two rookies in the starting line. Not Golden State.
Yeah.
But we back right now. We got Brown. He kicked it to Williams. Williams with a three. Brick. Rebounded by Lyles. Lyles is coming up. They got a lot of point forwards out here in Sacktown. Harrison Barnes, he kicks it to Malik Monk. Malik Monk for three. Missed. Rebounded by Brogdon. Brogdon is coming up half court. He's being met by Fox. De'Aaron Fox is back in the game, y'all. Brogdon blocked by Lyles. Monk coming up. He's being met by Williams. Monk moving and grooving, gives it to Fox. Fox down there turns it over. Sacramento basketball. A deflection. Shout out Wesley Duval. He said, looks like a good matchup right now. Yeah. Perfect matchup. Let's see what happens. I mean, dare I say two powerhouses in their conferences. I mean, the Kings is like that this year. It's almost kind of weird to say that, but you got Fox shaking and baking, step back on Al Horford, and he makes it. Now, Fox, like I said, he taking his game to the next level, y'all. He's applying some leadership. I got to give some of that to Mike Brown. Brogdon, shaking and baking on Monk. Brown, let's see what Brown's going to do. Tatum is on the bench. Brown gives it to Brogdon. Brogdon penetrating on Malik Monk to Brown to Smart. Smart coming in, penetrating on Barnes, and he could not convert, but he gets his rebound, and he missed again. Lyles rebounds and gives it to Fox. Fox coming up half court, shaking and baking on old man Al. He is fouled. He's headed to the line. 5-point game, 10-18 to go in the second quarter. So Fox is balling now. Give major credit to De'Aaron Fox. That shot was just effortless right there. He definitely in a groove. I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
He found himself a great rhythm. Fox, he makes the first free throw. De'Aaron Fox, man. What do y'all rank De'Aaron Fox in the league? Like in the point guard pecking order? Is he in the mix, or you got to wait till after the playoffs? I mean, has he entrenched himself yet? What y'all think?
Me myself, Flight. I wouldn't even know where to put him at because of the fact that there's so many people that's above him, Flight. In that point guard position in the NBA. You know, just on stardom alone. You understand me? I wouldn't put really to a certain extent.
My man Brown just hit a big three.
Say for instance, like this. I wouldn't put Fox over Brogdon because he's playing Brogdon tonight. I wouldn't put Fox over Brogdon because of the fact that Brogdon to get him just on the fact that Brogdon played defense very well.
No, I disagree.
And then not only that right there that he got over Fox, the fact that Brogdon is a better on-court floor general. Fox is a scorer. You got a lot of scorers in the NBA, and he's not a very accomplished scorer at that. And that's all he is a scorer. He was like that in college, high school, and he's still like that in the pros. But he's a scorer, yes. But he's not a very accomplished scorer.
No, I agree with everything you said except for the Brogdon thing. I think I'm gonna take Fox over Brogdon right now.
Because Brogdon ain't a scorer like that. But if Brogdon was a scorer like that, you would have to take Brogdon because he got him all the way around in everything other categories. That's my point.
It's possible.
Yeah. But you feel the same way the NBA organizations, of course, they'll take Fox.
Yeah, especially there's gonna be hard press after this one. You got a dead ball right now. 37-37.
I tell you this though. Look at this. Okay, okay. You can see. Could you see Fox? Say for instance, Boston made a trade. Get Brogdon over there with the Sacramento Kings, and get Fox over there with Boston Celtics. How you see that working out, Flight?
That's tough.
You see that? You think that's gonna be real nice? You see that?
I think he's gonna be coming into a different whole nother pedigree. Oh man, this dude's smart. This elbow down that brick that hit the side of the goddamn backboard. Keegan Murray shaking and baking, give it to Fox. And we got a tie game. Fox penetrating, and he was fouled. Is he headed to the line for two? I felt like they fouled him on the floor. But he going to the line, Fox. Fox headed to the line for 2 free throws, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Hey, but I wouldn't see it looking good over there. It'd be too many people with their hands on the ball, and plus the fact that there ain't gonna be no defense in the backcourt. Brogdon bring you that defense, and he bring you that floor generalship. You ain't gonna have no floor generalship because Fox wouldn't know who to pass the ball to. He'll take it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Let's see.
And did that too long after they make that move, Brown know he'd be up out of there.
we got to see, man. Fox just hit 2 free throws, 37-39. They up by 2 with 8:20 to go in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We got Jalen Brown. He's coming up on Edwards. They got a double screen coming. He just shook Sabonis. Brown, and he hits a 3, big 3 from Jalen Brown, 40-39. Celtics up 1, 8:05 to go. Fox, he kicks it to Edwards for 3, and he missed it. Al Horford with a great closeout. And then you got Brogdon. Now, I'm going to be monitoring Brogdon after these statements. He's met by Fox. And you got Brown. He's shaking and baking on the rookie Keegan Murray. I'm telling you, they're looking at these rookies like, what's up? Oh, man, Williams, Time Lord. Yeah, that's what y'all call him. He just hits a big dunk. And it's 42-39. And there's a commercial break. Big game going on right now in Sacktown, y'all. Big game.
Jaylen Brown had Sabonis on skate.
Yeah, hell yeah. You see what's going on. Like I said, they taking their game to the next level. Well, what'd you think about that statement with Fox? Did you hear some of the remarks that was being said?
Yeah, Uncle Vern, I don't know what prism he's looking out of, but I definitely disagree that Brogdon is a better player than Fox.
Yeah, I agree with everything else. With all the other stuff. He got to prove the generalship and all that stuff when it comes playoff time. We're going to see how much of a floor general he is. I mean, that pick and roll, that's only going to last for so long. You know, you face a team, you got Draymond in playoff mode. He gonna mess that pick and roll up. I mean,
Well, the Sacramento Kings don't know how to win. I mean, the coach know how to win, but there's nobody on that team that knows how to win. And
Barnes
that even includes the bonus, even though he's all-star.
know how to win.
No, Barnes don't.
But Brogdon was more of
No,
a
Barnes. No, Barnes don't.
Harrison Barnes.
even Harrison Barnes. You can't look at him as a fulcrum to winning when Harrison Barnes was skittish at best when he was with Golden State.
But
That's
I mean,
why
you
they
can
got.
trust him at the line in the clutch situation in the playoffs. I mean, he's been there before. You know, you can
Yeah, but
trust
how
him with a
long ago
big
was that
shot.
though? How long ago
You're
was
right.
that?
You're right.
In college.
Then it wasn't back-to-back finals, was it? Was he in 2 finals in a row?
No, I think it was only with one.
One? Okay, yeah.
And I just thought about this. Matter of fact, let me ask you this though. Okay, Harrison Barnes played for what school? Duke. What is the Duke? What school was that he played for?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't
Who,
follow
Harrison Barnes?
like that.
Yeah,
Harrison Barnes played in North Carolina.
and he played North Carolina.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I thought he played at Duke because I was thinking.
I think he got a twin. I think Harrison Barnes got a twin.
Okay, yeah. I know Fox played at Duke. I know Fox played at Duke, right?
No, Fox played
No.
Kentucky.
Oh, you got Matt Barnes.
yeah,
Look at
Fox
these
played.
dudes. No, you know I can't stand this shit. You got all these legends coming. Look at Matt Barnes up here on the Kings broadcast. He doing work for Kings basketball. Why the hell he wasn't working with the Kings when they was trash? Now they coming out as Kings alumni.
Oh,
That's
okay.
great.
Well, Matt Barnes is from that area. He's from Sacramento.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he used to go up on court.
He did play on the Kings though for I think a year.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Sacramento. He's born and raised in Sacktown.
Yeah, when he
Okay.
pump faked and act like he was gonna throw the ball to hit Kobe with it. Kobe didn't go for it. He was on the team.
Davion Mitchell just netted a big time 3. We got a tie game. Shout out to Davion Mitchell. I'm interested to see him in the playoffs. He's gonna play a pivotal role. We got a tie game. D Fox on the bench, y'all. Marcus Smart shoots a 3. I don't know why he keeps shooting the 3 and hitting the side of the backboard. That's what Barnes. I mean, Smart is just. He need to stop shooting.
Well, he's not real smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good pass by Sabonis. Davion Mitchell. Oh, he feeling it. He gives it to Murray. And Sabonis gonna have to take it. He shoots a mid range. Yeah, that was a tough shot. I got to give credit to Sabonis. This dude's strong as hell. He giving these dudes hell. Sabonis is a problem, man. He's a tough dude. We got Horford. Horford gives it to Time Lord. He got a mismatch. Brogdon to Smart. Smart shoots another 3, and he damn near airballs it. Time Lord rebounds, and he misses it, but he gets the foul. He's headed to the line for 2 shots. Yeah, Smart need to stop shooting. That's crazy though, because he missed all these shots, but in the 4th quarter he gonna mess around and make a big one. You're gonna be like, that's crazy. He keeps shooting though. This dude can't shoot, but he keeps shooting. He got the ultimate green light for Boston.
Yeah.
He can
He
get as
didn't
many
get it from
shots
the
up as he
players. He
wants.
got it from the coach.
Yeah, I mean they trust him. I mean, he's a Celtic, man. He's been around for a while. Marcus Smart. God, Marcus Dumb has such a low IQ. Damn.
Yeah, for real, he do.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he do. He had it when he was at what's the name? What was that? Oregon State or whatever place he was at. He had one. He had a bad IQ there too. He wasn't real smart. He was nothing like his name indicated.
Wow.
He was, he just had he had a little dog in him. He didn't have a lot of dog. He had a little dog in him, and that little dog, he had to help him get to the NBA.
Yeah. You got Sabonis right now, top of the key. He's looking to find somebody. Like I said, he's playing damn near point center, y'all. He gives it. Sabonis gets it back in the post. Sabonis is real high. He gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell with the mid range, and he makes it. Davion Mitchell. A lot of people get caught up in his defense, but this guy can score.
Yeah, he can score, and he got hard too.
Oh
He got
hell yeah,
hard.
yeah, he got hard. I can't wait to see him in the playoffs because he got that kind of game that could translate.
Right, and right, especially playing with Sabonis, because of the fact that Sabonis got hard too, and he seemed like he the only one out there to be doing things like that. But then in the second team come in, which is Mitchell, he come and he bring that same kind of energy, and that's what you need to keep on going, that same kind of energy. Because with Sabonis, you got to deal with that. With Mitchell coming in, you have to deal with that too, and you got to deal with it in the backcourt. He brings in another flavor. So, they got issues. You got to deal with those. You got to address them too. Those two you have to address because they can change their game. They can change the game, the outcome of the game, especially when they being productive.
Right,
Mitchell like that. I like him.
I agree. We got a tie game right now, 44 up. 5 minutes left. My man Mitchell is balling, y'all. He hits another shot. He puts the Kings up by 2. The Kings got 15 bench points to the Boston Celtics 6. So that's definitely playing a pivotal role. Time Lord dumps it off to Tatum. Tatum is looking at surveying the floor. He gives it to Brown. Brown penetrating. Back to Brogdon. Brogdon back to Tatum. Tatum shoots a tough 3 and he breaks it. Rebounded. You got Sabonis, like I said, he playing point forward. He playing the point. Sabonis all the way to the paint, over Time Lord, and he's going to the line. Big play, y'all. Big play from Sabonis. 2-point game. Like I said, Sabonis just continues to barrel into the paint. He's got to give this guy major credit. I like what I'm seeing from Sabonis, man. He need to keep it up. He's gonna put the Kings on his back just off his play style. Sabonis he on triple double watch, 9, 7, and 5 in the second quarter. That's crazy. He ain't even doing nothing like that.
I'm surprised all he
He a
got 9
beast.
points.
I mean, I didn't know he was like that. I knew he was a problem, but they doing that out west. It's always crazy when they go to the Western Conference and dominate. That's not
Yeah,
easy.
right. Well, yeah, when he was he was doing that when he was in Indiana too, though, Flight.
Yeah, but not to this level. But he definitely did. I think he was an all-star. He was beasting. But I think right now he definitely getting a little more limelight. I don't know because he in California or what, but it's 44 48 actually. I don't know if they count that. It's 44 to 47, pardon me. And then you have De'Aaron Fox coming up to the scorer's desk. He's looking to check in the game to close out before halftime. Let's see who's going to get the one up before the half. 4 minutes remaining. Time Lord, he bricks it. Rebounded by White. Marcus Smart shoots another 3 and he makes it. That's what I'm saying. This dude got the ultimate green light. Shout out Malaya. Big shot for Marcus Smart. That's how you're going to find the swagger. 47-47. I bet you he hit a big shot in the fourth quarter. He might hit the shot to seal the game. You got Mitchell shoots a 3. He answers him right back. Davion Mitchell, like I said, he money right now.
Yeah.
47-50. Smart. Mitchell got 13 points, 10 in the second quarter. So Mitchell been balling. The Kings got talent. So don't think it's just Fox and Sabonis. Tatum just missed it, rebounded by Keegan Murray. He gives it to Edwards. Edwards coming out. He gives it to, I think his name is Davis. I forgot this guy's name for the Kings, but he just bricked it, rebounded by Edwards. Edwards gives it to Davion. Oh, Davion Mitchell damn near is going to shoot another 3. Don't tell me he's feeling good like that. Back to Edwards. They need to do something with it. They got 3 seconds remaining. Oh, good pass. Oh, that was a good ass play right there. Sabonis just kicked it to Edwards for a big dunk. 47-52. The Kings are balling, y'all. Give credit to Sacramento. Give major credit. That was a hell of a play and the shot clock was winding down.
That's what you call an aerial incursion.
Yeah, and Sabonis made the decision. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you put somebody else in that situation, they don't make the right. They don't make.
Or
Sabonis been there.
you give Trey Lyles also credit for cutting and being alert.
Yeah, I didn't see the Lyles dynamic. I just seen the two, them two. That was a good play. What's this guy's name? Davis. Okay, yeah, I got his name. We're on commercial break. 3 minutes left before the half. You got an electric game that I do believe is going to go down to the wire. The fourth quarter will be a movie. I could just feel it. Just the way it's just operating right now. There's a lot of.
And it just shows you when you have a high IQ, if you just move without the ball, the person with that high IQ is going to find you. And it's going to make the game easier for you. And that's why we witnessed the aerial incursion from the Kings as he dunks it and have Joey calling timeout.
Yeah, middle of the commercial break, y'all. I like what I'm saying. The Kings going to be all right, man. Let's see. I think just the matchup. We all know, and the West is so wild. We really don't know what's going to happen until the end of the season. So all this speculating, are they going to play here? I think the East, you might could do that a little bit more. But in the West, you got to take it easy. Yeah.
Now, that's the type of basketball I enjoy to watch. When you throw it down in the dunker's pocket and the guy just don't just throw up or well up something, but he's looking to make the play as the shot clock winds down, and then you have two players on the same page, and that's what you get, an excellent execution.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Salute to all y'all in the chat, Malaya Rap God, all y'all. Yeah, man. Let me pull up. Hold on a second. I had a damn phone call. I'm about to pull up the game. We still on commercial break. We got a score of 47-52, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes remaining before the half. Who's going to close out the half? It's a pivotal moment, especially if you're the Kings. We back in action. It was a brick from the Kings. You got Mitchell. He's looking to be offensive. Mitchell takes the screen with Sabonis.
Now watch Edwards.
Let me see Edwards. Edwards is just active. Okay, they showed the replay. See, I missed the Lyles dynamic. But I just seen that play right there. They showed the instant replay to that pass. 47-52. Kings on a 10-3 run. You got Marcus Smart. He gives it to White. White back to Brown. Brown gives it to Smart. Smart shoots a three, and it was in and out. Rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis coming up. Sabonis gives it to Edwards. Back to Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell back to Malik Monk. Malik Monk back to Mitchell. Mitchell shaking and baking. Oh, he about to put Brown. He violated Brown. Oh, I was about to say that would have been dirty. He missed the shot though, but he had him on skates. 47-52. We got Tatum all the way to the rim on Sabonis, and he converts. 49-52. See, the Celtics know how important these last 2 minutes are. Let's see if the Kings do. Fox is sitting down. You got Mitchell. He's hot right now too, so I like what the coach is doing.
Now Fox is out there.
Yeah, my bad. I'm tweaking. Oh, there you go. I lost him. But I like Mitchell again. Oh, he missed it. Yeah, Mitchell. He just missed the shot. I like what they're doing with Davion because he's hot right now, and they continue to go to him despite them missing. Oh, let me see this play right here. Mitchell on Tatum. That's just too much. Tatum is a little too tall for him, and he wanted the foul. Did he get the? No, he didn't get the foul. Yeah, Tatum said he got hit in the head. Let me see what happened. Do he got a case? I mean, Edwards did land on his back. Well, come on, we got to let some kind of contact. This is basketball.
You're talking about Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards, I saw that. Yeah, he didn't hit him in the damn head. Yeah, Sabonis posting up on Horford. That's too much. Y'all, damn, he did him like Shaq. 51-54. Yeah, he just violated him. Sabonis taking it to another level in the post. 12, 8, and 7 for Sabonis. He on triple-double watch, and he ain't even going hard. That's crazy. That's easy. Oh, man, Horford got him right back, though. We got a tie game in Sacramento. 54-54, 105 to go. Fox, he's met by Tatum. He's penetrating. Back to Edwards. Edwards coming up. He gives it to Sabonis. Sabonis shaking on Al. You got to do something with it. Back to Keegan Murray. Screen with Sabonis. Keegan Murray, top of the key three. Did they call the moving screen? They just called the moving screen on Sabonis. Come on, man. These refs. If Sabonis didn't like the call. Great game going on right now. Good game. That's crazy. 54 to 54.
Sabonis out there grabbing that ball, whipping it around like his dad.
Right. Yeah,
His
right.
dad used to pass the ball like that. Just palm it and just sling it.
Yeah. Celtics, they answered back with their run, 10-2 run. So they closed out this score. I said that the Celtics know how important these 2 minutes are. (57-54). 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Crazy play going on right now. Look, yeah, Keegan Murray just violating him. That's a rookie mistake. Let's see what Tatum gonna do with these last 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5. Oh, what? Oh, they just called the foul on Fox. He ain't even touch him. Oh, that's crazy. I got to get the instant replay on that one. That was ridiculous.
But if you leave it to these basketball players, they never foul.
Yeah, I mean, to be
Yeah,
honest with you,
it's a
everything
foul.
could be a foul. It was.
He fouled him. He grabbed him by the chest.
Yeah, anything could be potentially a foul. Oh, Tatum. Oh, Tatum, big time bucket for Jayson Tatum. 59-54. Damn. See, they're about to put it on him. Celtics about to put it on him, y'all. They're closing this quarter out in style. Kings should be up too right now. That's sad. It's like a gut punch. They're gonna be going into the half a little down, even though I feel like they played a little bit better. But it is what it is. We have to have 60-54. Tatum got 22 points, ladies and gentlemen. Deaaron Mitchell, he leads the way for the Sacramento Kings. 13 points, 2 rebounds. Big time play on both ends. Like I said, it wouldn't shock me at the very least if we are not in for a slugfest in the fourth quarter. This game is going well. Well, what you seeing so far in this game, Dex? I see you monitoring the game. What's your thoughts on the first half?
Well, basically, what I have observed was Sabonis is being a pivotal asset to the Kings in this tremendous game. He's showing the Sacramento Kings you can be successful by being involved in all aspects of the game, and Sabonis definitely have implanted himself as an important piece tonight. Deaaron Mitchell has become a hub in this game. But when you look over there at Boston, oh my God, the mean green, that leprechaun. It just seems like Boston can turn it on, especially if they're playing a team that defense is not the order of the day. And with the Sacramento Kings, although they are striving and thriving in the West, in the Wild Wild West, their defense is pretty shaky. That's not their forte. I mean, they was involved in one of the highest games ever played in the NBA in the 75-year history. So I think Boston will look to take control more in the second half and insert themselves as one of the forerunners of the Eastern Conference as they are. So the Kings have to be very aware Boston's going to get a little more physical, and the Kings will have to match that intensity. And De'Aaron Fox definitely have to wake up.
I mean, you're right about that. I think this is going to be good for them. Like I said, going into the half down, they need to be in all of these situations before they get into the postseason. This is a young team. They need to experience everything because they're gonna go through this in the playoffs. You know, where they had a hell of a half and they should be up 20, but they down 15. You know, and it can happen. You know, so they need to be ready for every element. And the Celtics, this is a good test, so whether they win or not. I think they lost to Utah, but you don't wanna continue to stockpile losses.
Well, I think Sacramento's in a safe place, so that can happen. You can have your little mental lapse and let games get away that you probably wish you would have focused a little more to get that victory. But they're in a safe place. They're third, and I don't see them really falling out of that slot for the rest of the season because I just think they're playing too good of basketball. And the Sacramento Kings have a solid camaraderie, and you can tell by the chemistry that Mike Brown has put out there on that court for 48 minutes. So I trust Sacramento to hold serve in their slot. But at the same time, Boston is just a whole nother monster. I mean, if the Sacramento Kings can push themselves to get a victory here, it'd be wonderful for them. And it'd be a crown of achievement for beating such a team that's coming into their house who need wins is trying to keep up with Milwaukee. So Boston is looking to get that 50th win. So, you know what I mean? And a lot of times when you get that close to that 50 mark, you're going to play that game like if it's a playoff game, you know, a do or die game. So you can cross over that threshold of that 50 game mark. And the Kings have a little ways to go before they reach that threshold of a 50 game mark. So Boston might put in a little more energy tonight.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, like I said, let's see who wins. Let's see who survives. I think both teams are in it, so let's see.
Yes, it's definitely survival of the fittest. And Sacramento is much improved, and I would say they're the most surprised team of the NBA this season. The Sacramento Kings by far. I don't know any other team that can come close to their garments as far as the improvement in one season. I mean, Mike Brown has done a wonderful job getting them to buy in to his message and allowing that message to resonate. And the results are the wins.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it don't make no sense, man. We're in the middle of halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Rap guy says Sixers just clinched a playoff spot. There's a lot of teams clinching playoff spots. Yeah, should don't make no sense. Good basketball on tonight. Did did a rundown of the games today, Dex? Have you been monitoring who else has been playing?
Yeah, you have some finals that came in. The Hawks at home outlasted the Pistons. That's not saying much. 129 to 107. The Pelicans bruised the San Antonio Spurs 119 to 84. And we know the Spurs ain't really playing for nothing. They haven't even won 20 games yet. So the Spurs haven't even crossed the 20 game threshold. And you have the Magic at home holding serve and beat the Wizards 122 to 112. And you also have a final up in New York. And I'm talking about the boroughs of Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. They lose to the surging Cavaliers 115 to 109. And then you have games in action. The one we're streaming 60 to 54. The visitors coming into Cowtown. And they have the early lead going into the break. And then you have out in LA, You have the Thunder with a 1-point lead over the Clippers at the end of the first, 23-22. So we are in one of the nightcaps, but the nightcap of them all is the Clippers hosting those boys from the Red Clay, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Good matchups on now. Like I said, what Dex was just saying, there's a lot of unbelievable matchups. So let's see what happens tonight. There's a lot of this is the last one. It's the finale. We're in the middle of the half.
Yeah, a lot of these games have playoff seeding implications.
Yeah,
Like
Dex,
Cleveland,
give me 2
and
minutes, Dex. Two minutes. I'm sorry. No, Dex, you good? I mean,
I
interrupt you. I
thought
was
you
just
wanted
saying,
me to hold up.
no, somebody just called me. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Like I said, some of these games going in tonight have playoff implications. Like the Cleveland Cavaliers in Brooklyn, you have even the Wizards and the Magic are still scrapping to become part of the play-in situation. So these two teams are straight fisticuff, and unfortunately for the Wizards, they fall to the Orlando Magics. So the Orlando Magic bounce back after losing to the Lakers and come home to Disneyland and reap a win. You also have the Atlanta Hawks, although Detroit is officially eliminated, but the Atlanta Hawks is kicking, crawling, and scratching, trying to make something happen out there in the dirty. You have the Pelicans with play-in implications down in the Spurs. So the Pelicans couldn't get no better of a favorable match, as well as they need a win against the Spurs. So the Spurs come into the Smoothie Center. I'm talking about down there in the bayou, the boot, that is. And the Pelicans pluck the Spurs. So them Cowboys will go home with spurless boots as they ride out of town down there in the swamps. And then you have the Thunder and the Clippers. Thunder
Yeah,
is
I'm back
trying
with you,
to,
Dex.
yes, sir. The Thunder is trying to,
Can you hear me? My fault.
yes, I can hear you.
Yeah,
The Thunder, I was saying that the Thunder is also trying to crawl to the finish line to qualify for a play-in slot for the play-in tournament. And the Clippers is trying to maintain their sobriety in their little 5th to 6th seed and hoping they don't fall any further than that. So basically, there you have it as far as a playoff and play-in implication for these teams that are playing tonight. They do have skin in the game and they have something to play for. So these are not just hopeless games. There are implications in each and every game that was on the slate tonight, and that will continue tomorrow as well.
Well, what you think about this, Dex? Rap guy says, Dex, should the Ball brothers wear ankle braces for next season? That's everybody's famous question.
Well, LaMelo was interviewed. Let me put you guys up to speed. And LaMelo was saying that was something he would look into, but it wasn't. He said him being advised to or counseled to wear ankle bracelets, he would definitely look into it. He would not rule it out, and he would see how it feels. And if it feels comfortable enough, then he might go ahead and accept it and pursue wearing ankle bracelets throughout the season. So it basically hampers on comfortability. And if he's comfortable, he'll do it. And if he's not, then I guess he will take his chances on his healing, that it will come together the way that he wants it to, and play it out from that point on. So he's on record of saying basically he'll listen and he'll think about it. He'll contemplate wearing ankle bracelets. Now with Lonzo, he need a knee bracelet. I don't think his high tops are taping up or anything for that. I mean, he needs a knee brace, so
I think they
it can
was
help keep his knee structure.
I think they was referring to Jello. I'm sorry, Dex. I think they was referring to Jello as far as the ankle braces. Because Jello had a couple problems with the ankles too, as far as that's go. I believe that's what they was referring to.
It was LaMelo. Leangelo wasn't even mentioned.
Okay, I thought he said Ball brothers, Dex.
Yeah, but he was referring to Lonzo and LaMelo.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, Lonzo don't have no problem with his ankles, like you had mentioned.
But he can wear a knee brace though. Lonzo can wear a knee brace.
He might have to wear one anyway, just on the strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might have to. I know he can. He can, and if he didn't have to, he could. But yeah, I got you right. I'm sorry, Dex. I'll cut you off. I'm sorry. I apologize, Dex.
No, that's all good. But yeah, I think that's what the situation is.
Yeah.
But me, myself, I don't even know why they wear low tops. I mean, you can say I'm grandfather, I'm old, but I don't even know why they wear low tops. I mean, especially if you how can I say this? If you a player that's constantly on the ball, you're constantly juking and gyrating and moving and contorting your body in opposite directions with quick twitch, that's a lot of abuse on your ankles, stopping and going. You know what I'm saying? So if you that type of player, I would think wearing high tops or mids would be appropriate. I mean, you can't think you can go out there and look cute and be abusing your lower extremities when there's equipment out there to help prevent that and make it more easier for you to survive these volatile movements and barbaric bouncing. And that's what basketball is all about. It's a harsh reality that it can be dreadful on your lower extremities. And so if there's equipment out there to help facilitate that, you can't look at it as you're being defective, because that's what goes on to a lot of these young guys' head. If you're wearing accessories like that you're defected, you're fragile, you're weak, you can't hold up. You know what I'm saying? You're not a genetic specimen, a super specimen, and things of that nature. It's like when coaches or other players might put in your head. So you got to just do for self, and you have to remember that this is a case-by-case scenario with each and every player, and that's 400 of them, that their bodies adjust to the contortion and the state of inertia differently. Some can for a long time, some can't. Some can for a short time, and some can't. And so if you're noticing your body is giving in to the state of inertia and hostile movements, then you should pick up accessories and equipment to help you and to further along your career, regardless how it looks on you. You say, well, that's not part of the uniform. Okay, well, okay, you're going to keep getting injured. So you have to have that coming to Jesus moment and realize that your body, from the way it is atomically shaped and built, that you might need accessories to help you through your career.
Go call, Dax. Who you got? Who you gonna think gonna win this game tonight? Is it gonna be the Kings or the Celtics?
Well, it looks like the Celtics is expanding their lead.
Yeah, that's what it looked like they want to do.
And I don't know what Brown out there chopping about, but Brown is chopping about something. I'm talking about Coach Brown.
Yeah, Coach Mike Brown, right?
Yeah, he was talking about something. I guess he didn't like that call. He probably thought that call was too petty.
He said the call was too petty. What about it? That's crazy.
Yeah, so Boston, I can see that from what I'm observing is that Boston is trying to get to that 50-win threshold, and they're trying to do it tonight. So they're playing with aggression offensively, and it looks like they're going to about ready to turn up their defense coming to the closing of the third quarter and going into the fourth quarter. And we're going to be able to witness if the Sacramento Kings can stand up to that onslaught, because Sacramento Kings is putting themselves in a predicament where they're going to, play outside of the scope of their game and their talent, and they're going to look frantic out there. And if you depended on the 3-point shot, I think Boston's pretty good at defending that arc. So Zach need to figure out something, because Boston's look like they're ready to take off.
Yeah. Boston ain't fooling around right now. We're in a commercial break, man. Boston, they getting in their playoff mode their damn self. So give them major credit.
Oh, Rap God, no, I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to the interview that LaMelo had. That's what I was referring to.
I ain't gonna front Dex. I didn't even see it, so you broke that for me. I didn't even know that happened.
Yes. And they definitely went into the injury thing, because LaMelo had successful surgery. He's walking around with a boot, and he's walking with crutches. So that's how he's looking right now. He's got a boot with crutches.
Right. Yeah, it was a tough situation. What happened with Melo? That was a tough close. Season was damn near over, and some BS like that happened.
Well, like I said, it's something you can't prevent that. You know what I'm saying? It's just those were the cards he drew, and unfortunately, he drew a bad hand. So basketball, the NBA didn't appreciate it, because Lonzo was already out. I mean, they had games taken off the TV because the Ball brothers was out, talking about LaMelo and Zoe. That was out. So they removed national games off the TV, and they don't like doing that because that costs money, to reframe their schedule. So, they have to get it together somehow, some way, and stay healthy, because these injuries coming up fast, often, and too many. So that is alarming to a certain degree,
Right. So that is alarming. It sure is. Rap guy says Sixers just clinched the playoff spot. Yeah, my fault. Yeah. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people clinching tonight. Let's see what happens if the Kings can clinch them a spot. Yeah, I got 70-61 right now. Coming up on midway through the third. It's 70-61. Let's see what happens, man. The Kings, they put themselves in a very
Nice aerial incursion.
good pass.
Who was that? Barnes? Barnes
That
with
was
the aerial
Barnes.
incursion?
The Barnes went in there. Good play from Harrison.
Oh, Brown. My God.
Yeah,
The
Brown just
silky Haitian. The Haitian sensation.
right. Let's see. Look at the Kings telecast. Yeah, I
Ooh,
got.
wait a minute now. This turned into a 3-point fest. Keep it.
Al, let me figure out where you at. I'm watching that. You want NBA TV or the Kings or the Celtics broadcast?
NBA TV.
Yeah, NBA TV.
Yeah, I see Al 3-pointer. Old man.
Yeah. I just switched it to the Kings. They slow. They broadcast is so good. NBA TV is the fastest. It's 76-66. You got my man Keegan. He just really stepped out of bounds or he traveled.
Travel. Doing a little too much.
Keegan. Man. Keegan Murray. 10-point game. Well, 13-point game. It's a bonus. So this is where the Kings gonna get themselves in trouble.
Oh, nice. Barnes is starting to heat up. He said, "Don't forget about me."
Yeah, nobody gonna forget about Harrison Barnes. Balling like this, man. You gotta stop it. 10-point game now. They're cutting into it. You like this new coach for Boston, don't you?
I just think Boston is already set up to be a well-oiled machine. You know, I think Adume. I think he did a wonderful job, and Boston had their epiphany last season as they went into the shadows of the locker room and faced each other chest to chest, face to face, and worked out their differences. Diggle Brown with the aerial incursion.
Yep. Big time play from Brown.
So yeah, Boston's already primed. I don't think anybody could come in there and really mess that up.
Right. I agree. But I was just discussing that about the pedigree. They got a good pedigree, man. That works for them. This game is looking like it's gonna be a strong close. If Boston don't put them out their misery, they tried.
Yeah, they expanded the lead from 6 to 12.
Yeah.
So they doubled up their lead coming off the break.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that, man. They just need to hurry up, man, and try to stay on pat. Otherwise, they're gonna mess around and fall completely out the wayside in this game. Well, 83-71. 7 minutes to go in the third. Let's see what happens. Kings look like they're going under. But I think this game really got decided with the final 2 minutes in the second quarter. I think that was just a tough situation. 84-73. King is trying to stay involved in a tough spot. Big time make right there. Oh, that was White. White just hit him. All right, some Barnes all the way to the paint to Sabonis. Sabonis to Murray. Murray shoots it. He bricks it. 87-73. Marcus Smart. He got one up. He bricks it. Marcus Smart could not convert. Oh, cool. Good game. $87-73, 5:40 to go. De'Aaron Fox get him some well-needed rest. Marcus Smart wheeling and dealing with the rock. Jayson Tatum, and he bricks it from mid-range. He could not convert. Celtics got him, though. They're controlling the game. Fox taking a breather. Coach put him on the bench. Let's see if that was the right move. Because they look like they're struggling for some. Oh, no, they're not. Davis just hit him 3. So Davis keeping him in rotation. Give credit. Uh-oh. Keegan Murray all the way to the rim. Oh, Keegan Murray just missed a damn finger roll. What kind of shit was that? 87-76. Time Lord. Oh, Time Lord wanted the foul. 89-76. They trading blows. Sabonis. Sabonis today. Oh, Sabonis all the way. Twirling. Oh, Sabonis. Man child. 89-78. Who's better, Julius Randle or Sabonis?
That's a good one.
I gotta say Julius. That's a hell of a question. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, Julius is an assassin.
Harrison Barnes is going to the tunnel.
Is he? What's going on with Barnes?
I don't know.
You checked out on us. Yeah, what the hell going on with Harrison Barnes? Maybe he want to go home a little early.
Well, your boy Mitchell, he's just acting a fool tonight.
Yeah, Mitchell, yeah. You know, I mean, I thought he was gonna have a good year. I like him. He's a good player. Good pass. Yeah, he moving the ball. He a good backup point guard to De'Aaron Fox, especially when Fox go to the bench. 89-81, 3:30 to go in the third. Terrence Davis, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 at 8 from the field. Tatum shaking and baking on Davion Mitchell. Oh, they almost came for this. Oh, he going to the line. Yeah. I know they didn't like that call. Davion Mitchell, we were a little too overzealous.
Oh, he missed a free throw.
Yeah, I feel like, man, my shit's moving a little. I'm trying to speed my shit up.
It does that sometime on its own. Slows off.
That's because I streamed it to my TV. That's why. So right now, I did something and it froze. I know that I gotta go back. I know what to do. You said he just missed a free throw. Man, Jayson Tatum. Yeah, it should be straight now. Kings Celtics, y'all. Put your picks down. 90-81. Some good basketball going on. Oh, damn. Hit it off the side of the backboard. D Fox coming in the game. Give credit to Fox. Give major credit to Deaaron Fox, man. Davion Mitchell to Lyles to Fox. Oh, Fox stepped back three in traffic. He missed it. Sabonis barreled in for the board. Oh. Yeah, everybody was on Sabonis in the paint. 2:40 to go. White kicks it to Williams to Tatum. Tatum penetrating back to White. White for three, and he makes it. White the money all night. De'Aaron Fox, he called another play. Screen coming with Sabonis. Gives the Lyles for three. Lyles couldn't answer. Yeah, this the Kings starting to stockpile their losses. Timeout. Is it an attack or a timeout? Oh, technical. Or Sabonis. Who got the technical? Sabonis got the tech? What the hell happened? I think Williams got the technical. I don't know what the hell's going on in this game. Keenan Thompson. Commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Close game going on right now. Let's see who will prevail. It's the $1 million question. Big night out west, y'all. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with Flight Sports TV. Peace and love. Good game. We'll see what happens. De'Aaron Fox versus Jayson Tatum, ladies and gentlemen. This game got a little tricky. It was pretty close. It's still close, but Boston tried to blow the doors off the hinges in that second quarter. And it seems like the Sacramento Kings have been in the regrouping process ever since they, took the initial first blows. So that's never good, in my humble opinion. Close game so far, though. They're scratching and clawing. Let's see who will prevail. That's going to be the $1 million question. We're in the middle of a commercial break. Playoff basketball approaching too, man. So both teams really can't afford to lose. And that goes for the Sacramento Kings. That goes for the Boston Celtics. The Kings is coming off an L. Both teams are trying to establish some sort of ground ahead of the postseason. So give them credit, man. Sabonis right now this season, what is it, NBA history? What the hell? What the historic numbers he did? Players to rank in the top 5 in total rebounds and assists. So yeah, he definitely been on the boards. He up there with Jokic, Chamberlain, Russell, Elgin Baylor, Maurice Stokes. So I mean, that's some legendary company for Sabonis. That shows you the kind of season he's having. Let's see if he can continue this. He's been playing out of his mind. Let's put Sacramento just in a good spot. Perfect dynamic between him and Fox. That pick and roll, everything that they can get out of it. And he's a good leader too. I see him mentoring Mitchell right now, so he could definitely be a guy to lead the guys. And he got the respect of the locker room. They respect Sabonis. So that's another thing you got to understand. The respect level. 2 minutes to go. Harrison Barnes posting up. Oh, and he scores it off the backboard. Did they count that? Nah. What the hell happened? Boston up 12. White. White is on Fox. Fox stepping up a little tighter. White gives it to Jayson Tatum. Oh, Jayson Tatum step back, mid-range, money. 14-point game, 95-81. Yeah, the Kings are in trouble. Let's see what Lyles gonna do. He gives it to Barnes. He give it back. Oh, he gives it back to Fox. Fox couldn't convert. White got it. Let's see what White do. Oh, Fox. He on Malik Monk. He looking like this barbecue chicken all the way. And he gets the whistle. He going to the line for two. 95-81. A buck 30 to go in the third. Kings definitely don't look like they're going to be able to survive this. One minute to go in the third quarter. Jayson Tatum couldn't convert it. Malik Monk didn't like that call. Edwards is coming in the game. This is an electrifying rookie, y'all. He might get lost in the shuffle with Keegan, but he's a good player. Tatum got 29 points too.
Wow, they can't let that happen. Kings are falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, it was a putback. Yeah, the Kings gonna lose. They're looking like they're on an 8-0 run. The Celtics, they're about to put their ass out. They're closing this third quarter like they closed the second. So the Kings is showing. I mean, I'm watching them. This is my back-to-back game. I've seen the Kings. That it's showing me that they're not closing quarters well. So I want to see how they do. I'm gonna monitor this to close.
Oh
the
my
season.
God!
They're not closing quarters. This is the second quarter. About White. Oh Lord! Oh, no, it's about to be a doozy. They're trying to violate them, y'all. They're trying to. Oh, let's go with Fox.
Boston hit that 100-point mark.
Yeah, Fox
and the
scored.
fast clock is going.
Yeah.
Normally, who hit that 100-point mark takes the game. We'll see.
The century mark.
Mm-hmm.
Tatum. They trying to go for the juggler. Tatum shooting threes like that. Let's see. This would be a big one for Barnes. He tried it. Barnes tried to take somebody's head off out there. White didn't like the call. Let me see what happened. Let me see. White fouled him. Yeah. That was a foul. All right, so Barnes makes the first free throw. We got Kings basketball. Will they light the beam tonight? Something tells me there won't be any beam lighting. We'll find out. 100-85. So White gives it to Tatum. Tatum to the paint. Couldn't convert. Tatum like, what's going on? 5 seconds to go. Will the Celtics get themselves a good look here? Let's see. Couldn't get it. White for 3. He bricks it. Yeah. It's looking real rough and nasty out here. 100-85. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see if they can survive this encounter. It's a $1 million question. Will they survive this encounter in this fourth quarter? Something telling me that this fourth quarter is going to go down to the wire, though. I got a major feeling. Something's telling me that. Salute to all y'all. Kings find themselves down 15 points. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they can survive this.